Yep. Hello. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Tour Tuesday. It's Brianne. Hey, Michael, first one on. I know it said that it was going to be Cindy and Brie, but what a surprise for everybody. It's just me. So I'm going to try to keep it high with the energy. I'm going to have some really exciting announcements tonight as everybody comes on. So hi, Marilyn. Hi, Karen. Hi, Carrie. Welcome, y'all. I'm not sure what the weather is like where everybody is at, but I live in Texas, down here in Dallas, and it has been rainy, so much rain. I'm sure you've seen all of that on the news, but lots of rain and so hot. So I hope people are staying cool in all this crazy weather. Hey, Jody. Hey, Kay. Hey, Steph. Welcome, y'all. Welcome. I'm just going to take a little sip of my tea and we can get started. As everyone gets on here, here's kind of what we're going to go over tonight to let everybody know. Hey, Darlene, welcome. So for all of you who may know me or may not, I'm Brie. I'm our operations manager. I've talked to so many of you on the phone, so putting a face to the name. Yeah, Jody, it's hot up there too. I remember in Nebraska, it's always more humid than Texas, which is crazy. But tonight, kind of what we're going to talk about, one is we will go over Christmas in July. So there's a special little announcement at the end of our meeting tonight. We'll go over Christmas in July, which you might have seen some Facebook posts about earlier today. It's something that's a week only, some good deals. We'll go over some trips that have come back, some trips that are going out. July is crazy. I think we have 9 or 10 trips this month. So really wild. We'll talk about some 3 golden rules for a stress-free trip. And then we're going to announce one of our new tours for 2026 a little bit more in depth. And JJ is going to introduce it to us from the location, which is exciting. So welcome. Lori, thank you. I got it at Prairie and Bloom last time I was in town. So got to represent Nebraska. Thank you. Hey, Steph. Hey, Jane. Yeah, welcome, everybody. So here is kind of what's going on with the trips. Like I said, we have 9 or 10 in July, and we have at least 8 for every month for the rest of the year, except for December. So we are in the busy season. So thank you to all of our guides who are going on all these trips. Shout out to Steph, Shank, and Alyssa, because they are both on back-to-back trips right now. So we love them for that. We had our inaugural Trains of New England that just got back on Saturday, and Alyssa took that and she said it was beautiful and the weather was incredible. So as she gets those pictures in, we'll get those back and get those to you so you can kind of see what all those trips were like. And she stayed in Boston and welcomed our Cape Cod guests yesterday in Boston. And they are out and about. They went on a foodie tour through Boston yesterday, and they ate so much food that they actually did not go to their welcome dinner because they had multiple meals on their walking tour. So we love to hear that. And they're having a great time. And I can't wait to see pictures from that too. They're in Newport, Rhode Island tonight and kind of making their way all around the Cape. So we love that. And Lori, great. Yes, Lori Viken went on the Trains of New England trip. She said it was awesome. I can't wait to see pictures. Lori, you'll have to send them my way. Can't wait to see it. And then Steph Shank just got back from Colorado, and she was such a trooper because this time to Colorado, she's taken it so many times. She could do it in her sleep. But we changed up some of the activities that we did and all of the restaurants. So we have appreciated all of her feedback. And she said that that was also an awesome and full trip. So can't wait to see pictures of that too, Steph. And Steph is actually going to go out on Thursday. So she's back for 2 days, and she's going to take a nice group of about 35 people to Galena. So that leaves this week. I believe Emily is going to take us on our mystery tour on Saturday. And then next week, Alyssa gets back. And then she's going right back out next week on Colorado and Niagara Falls. And then we have the National Balloon Festival as well. So lots of trips out, lots of trips coming back. Shout out to Steph and Alyssa for doing so many of them back to back. So we love to have you ladies spending the last bit of your summer with us before school starts again. So lots of great things coming up. And then we roll into August with tons of trips, which is great. And so many of you that I see on here are on all of those. So can't wait to see pictures and hear about what's going on. So thanks, you guys. And hey, Jerry, and yes, Steph, thank you. Yep, Galena, we can't wait for you to go back to back. So, and the mystery tours this Saturday. I love that you're going on that, Lori. I love it. I love it. I can't wait to hear all about it. So it'll be beautiful. So those are kind of a little bit about the trips that are going out, coming back. August is filled too. We're going all over the United States and Canada, it feels like. And so one of the things that we really are trying to do leading into 2026, because we have 14 new trips coming out, is we are really trying to think about intentional planning for all of our trips as we gain more trips. And something that a lot of guests, all of you have given to us in feedback when I sent out that surveys and giving us feedback that we love to hear. A lot of you have asked, you know what, we love going on your trips. They're really well planned out. How do you plan all that out? And if I'm planning a trip on my own, what are some tips to make that go smoothly so I can have a smooth trip like you guys plan it? And so something that JJ and Cindy put together was this idea of the 3 golden rules for a stress-free trip. It's really hard to say. I don't know why. But so 3 golden rules for a stress-free trip. And this is something that we do with our guides, I feel like, before, like we do all the planning on the back end. But as we go, it's like, okay, how do we prepare our guides and how do we make sure we are giving the best experience to guests, and how can we, relay that to you all for you to use in your own mind too. And so kind of what we put into here is these 3 steps. So the first one is to pack with purpose and not panic. And let me tell you, this is something that I feel I overdo when I pack for a trip. Does everyone need, 30 pairs of underwear for a 2-week trip? Probably not, but I'm going to do that anyway and pack, 4 extra shirts for each event. You never know. And then I'm 10 pounds overweight on my baggage. So pack with purpose and not panic. So what we say there is just lay out everything you think you need. Just lay it out on the bed. Don't pack at the last minute. Lay it out on the bed and then remove a third of it. Like I said, I'm not good at this. So this is something that I need to do. But that's something that we suggest, especially when you're going to new places. Steph, I feel ya. When you're going to new places and you're not quite sure about the weather, we're trying to add those in as we do courtesy calls as well. But think about what is everything that I need, and then take away a third of all of those outfits, all of those items, and you should be set. And if you ever forget something, you can always buy a souvenir, which I'm always buying a sweatshirt. Do I need it? No way. So, but am I going to spend money on it? I sure am. So that's one thing that we do. And when we think about packing with purpose as well for like a trip before we go with guides, that's something where I like to think about putting on a spreadsheet every piece of information that they could possibly need to know, so that they can access it. And then that's something that I need to work on removing a little bit of the information that is not necessary for them to know. So that's something for you that you can do. Something that number 2 that we do as a group, and that I try to do for guides, and guides are really great at doing. And this is something Steph Shank was really good at in Colorado, where there's no service, like not great cell reception, is screenshot everything. If we're going international, or we're going to go to a place that doesn't have the best Wi-Fi reception or the best cell reception, it's always wonderful to have everything in a screenshot or print it out. If you want to go old school, that's fine too. Have it printed out and ready with you to go, so that you can always access it. And this is something that I would definitely, for all of our travelers who are going international, even to Canada and Europe, I would always take a screenshot of your passport and your license. Because if you lost your passport, it's actually faster at the passport office at the embassy to get your a new passport assigned to you and to get on planes and stuff if you have a copy of it. So always have screenshots of everything. And our guides are really great at doing that too, to make sure that you guys have access to everything that you need. And then the last thing, and this is something that we are always evolving at Excite as well, is building in buffer time. And this is feedback that we've gotten from guests and from guides where it's like, hey, travel moments happen. There will be delays, or we might forget something, or there's traffic, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. It always happens when we travel. The plans change. And so how do we adjust and plan for buffer time? We try to include free time and slower mornings when we can on all of our trips. And that is something that we want to continue to offer as we make new trips going forward as well. So thank you for that feedback. And that's something that we'll always try to pack in there, because I know sometimes you come back from a trip and you're like, whew, I'm tired. I need an extra day. So that's something that we are always evolving too. So thank you for that feedback. So just some little rules for a stress-free trip as you go. And maybe that's something you can think about as you go on your next adventure. And I see that we had some people join us as I was yapping. I'm a yapper. I see Sharon, Chris, Beth. Hi. We just talked. We just booked you for Hawaii. Love it. But yeah, so there's kind of a couple little tips and tidbits for us. And thinking about that and planning new trips and trying to make sure that we're leaving time for all of this, we have a special message from our owner, from JJ. He is actually in Europe right now, which has been super fun for him. I know, receiving texts from me and Mom all throughout the hours of the day and night. But he is going to introduce a new trip to you, and then I'm going to kind of go over the highlights after he announces it. So you guys, let me see if I can work a computer. Always a questionable thing. Okay, so it's a video. We'll give him a second.
Hey everybody, this is JJ with Excite Experiences. I am here in Venice, Italy. I am doing some research for another tour that we are putting together for you all. And while I'm here, I thought I would announce our new tour for 2026. It's called Italy, featuring Naples, Rome, and Tuscany. It's full of amazing wine and food, cooking classes, and so much more. It's a tour that you just cannot miss. Check out the brochure online or give us a call and we can certainly mail you one. It's sure to sell out, so give us a call and get signed up. It includes free airfare and $200 off if you book by September 7th of this year. So take advantage of that, and we cannot wait to travel with you.
All right, so like JJ said, so he is in Venice when he took this video on, I believe that was Sunday. And if you look in this video, let me see if I can get it. This ship back here is what he is on right now, researching a trip. And this is a partnership that we're hoping to have in the future as we travel through the Mediterranean. And so that is something that he is working on while he is out there. So he is talking about Italy in 2026. And I know he kind of talked about it last week. He kind of introduced it and gave a couple little highlights on Tour Tuesday last week. But since then, we have launched the brochure and we have launched the trip, and people have already signed up, which is so exciting. I wish I could go on this trip because it truly sounds magical. So let me give you a little bit of an overview of what this trip looks like in 2026. So it leaves and gets back about a week before the Jewels of the Rhine trip. So if you want to spend September traveling Europe, now is the time, okay, if you're going on both trips. So this is going to be 12 days, 18 meals, and we're going to cap it at 25 people. So it's a small group. And the reason for that is because you will be staying at a private villa in Tuscany. So this is September 7th through the 18th. And what this looks like is the first day, as always, we travel overnight into Rome. So we are going to and from Rome. And moving throughout there. So our first stop is going to be Rome, having a welcome dinner, all of that good stuff. And then once we get there, we get into a shuttle and we are going to stop and spend a couple days in Naples. So I have pictures here because I feel like pictures can always speak better than I can. So this is the first place that we are going to stop, is in Naples. And we are so excited to go there. We have not been there before on a trip. This is where my cousin and JJ's brother is currently stationed in the Navy, is in Naples, and it's absolutely beautiful. I agree, Debbie, it's the perfect time. So that is where we are going to be first. And on day number 2, we get to Naples, and that is where we do our welcome dinner at this traditional Napoleon place called Mama Eats. Okay. And then the next day, we take a day trip down to the Amalfi Coast, which is incredibly beautiful. And you spend time looking at the gardens. You spend time going to the beach, shopping, all of the beautiful stuff. So it's a day trip down to the Amalfi Coast, and then through 2 different cities. And then we'll go back to Naples for the evening. The next day, you have an option. So that day, so when we talk about that buffer time and that free time, day number 4 is you can either do a free day in Naples on your own, or you can do a optional excursion to the Isle of Capri. And this is what Capri looks like as well. Beautiful, think just beautiful Mediterranean type beaches. Absolutely gorgeous. So that's Capri. So that's your option. You can do the optional trip there, or have that free day in Naples. And then on day 5, it's our last day in Naples, and we go on a guided day trip to Pompeii and visit the ruins there from the volcano. And then we do a pizza making class that night. So that'd be really fun. And then you get to eat pizza and drink wine with everybody, which sounds beautiful. I love it. And then that would be our last day in Naples. And then on day 6, what we do is we travel north. We get back on our shuttle and we travel north, and we're going to stay in Rome. So we get up to Rome. We do a Colosseum tour, see all the sites there, do a tour with a local guide. And then you have the evening free for yourself to do that night. And then the next day is our second day in Rome. And that is going to be another free day where you can either do Rome on your own, or you can visit the Vatican. We have a guided tour, of the Vatican, of St. Peter's Basilica, the Sistine Chapel, all of that is the option there for everyone. And then that night we have dinner together as a group on the rooftop of our hotel. So absolutely beautiful. So those are our 2 days in Rome. And then days 8 through 11s on the evening and the 12th, we go down to Tuscany and we stay at a private villa for the rest of the time. And this is what the private villa looks like. So that's where you'll be staying and having a private chef there as well. So on our way to this villa, we're going to stop for an olive oil tasting. We're going to a winery, of course, because you cannot go to Italy without wine. And this place that we're staying at is called Borgo Casabianca. I'm sure there's a more beautiful way to say it, but Italian is not my language. And that is the villa that we'll be at. And that night we have a chef prepared meal there at the villa. And then the next days we go out on day trips from the villa and we come back. So the next day we'll go to a winery, do a alfresco lunch, and we go to the village of Monte Pulciano. I'm sure I'm saying that wrong. I'm so sorry. So we go there and then we come back to the villa at night. Day 10, we do a Tuscan cooking class that you get to eat. And then we visit a Chianti wine tour and tasting, which is beautiful. That's where it's grown and bottled too. So that'll be beautiful. And this is what that winery looks like there that we'll be going to see the tour and tasting. And then the day 11 is our last day that we do a day trip from the villa, and we go to Siena. And we will go on a guided tour of the city. It's a walking tour. And then you will have time to kind of walk around and explore Siena before we go back to the villa and have a farewell dinner. And then the last day, day 12, we get in a shuttle. We travel back to Rome and we fly out of Rome back home. So that is a little, quick and dirty of what Italy looks like for this year or for 2026. And like JJ said, right now, for a double, it is $71.99. And for a single, it's $85.84. And that includes airfare. That price includes airfare if you book it by September 7th of this year. So if that is something that you're interested in, give us a call. Pam, I agree with you when you said, how can I do both trips? How do we figure that out? Let's figure it out if that's something you're interested in. And, it'd be a beautiful tour. Italy's incredible. I've only been to Florence and Venice, and they are insanely beautiful. And all of this looks incredible. And that's where JJ is exploring now. So I love that. And I see that people on here say that Italy is a dream. Yep, absolutely. I'm with you. It's a perfect time to go. It does look amazing. Cindy, it absolutely does. Yeah, absolutely. I can't wait. And it looks like Karen just signed up. So it's going to be amazing. I love it. So if you're interested, give us a call. You can always email me as well while JJ's out at Brie@excitemytravel.com, and we can help you get that figured out. So can't wait to travel with you on that. Other than that, you guys, as we kind of finish out here, just a couple of little announcements. You might have seen this on the Facebook page this morning. And if you haven't, we are doing a Santa's Summer Surprise. We really love alliterations here and tongue twisters. But Santa's Summer Surprise is this. We are offering a promotion for Christmas in July. It starts today and it ends on Sunday. So it's just a quick, short little week of this promotion. And what it is a $500 gift card, basically. And if you buy a $500 gift card, you get an extra $100 on us. So you get $600 in gift cards for $500. So for example, if you were to purchase $2,000 in gift certificates, you would receive $400 on top of that in bonuses. You can buy up to $3,000 worth on it. And you can use it on, sorry, I'm losing my train of thought. I'm so sorry. And you can use it on any future trip this year or next year, if you are interested in it. And I'll show you how to find that. Oh my gosh, if I could learn how to share my screen, that would be ideal. Let's see. Oh no, you guys. I cannot figure out how to share my screen. Let's see. Basically, if you go on the Facebook page, on Excite's Facebook page, and you scroll down a little bit on our posts that we have, it'll be a purple post that says Santa's Summer Surprise, and the link is there if you want to purchase it on your own, or you can call us at the office or send us an email and we can get that purchased for, get it on there for you. Absolutely. So Michael and Karen, you both asked, can I use it on a trip that I've already booked, or can I use it on trips that I've booked but not yet paid? Yes. So you cannot use it if you've already paid a full, you've already paid fully for your trip. We can't do it that way. But if you still owe money on a trip, yes, you can absolutely use it for any money that you still owe on the trip. And yeah, Steph, I agree. It's a deal. I think this is something I'm going to get to for my mother-in-law and sister-in-law so they can go on an Excite trip in the future. But yeah, so that runs today until Sunday. You can do up to $3,000 in it, and you get $100 for every $500 spent. So if you're interested, call us, shoot me an email. You can do it online at your leisure as well. So I think it's a pretty good deal. I'm excited as part of our Christmas in July sale. Other than that, we do have Christmas tours, since we're talking about Christmas in July, that are coming up this year. We're doing our Christmas Markets of Europe. And if you have not received a call from me yet about flights for Christmas Markets of Europe, it is on my list of things to do this week. So I'll be coming to you. And I know some of us have been asking about what the upgrades would look like for that. So I will get you that too. I have a quote for that. We have Christmas Markets of Europe. We have Christmas in Nashville, Christmas in Kansas City, Classic Christmas in Omaha, and Christmas in New York City, which is fabulous as well. So lots of different opportunities if you're looking for a Christmas trip to get on. And they're all done by December 13th. So it gets done before that crazy Christmas rush happens. And then that's kind of our lull. We take the rest of December to kind of relax and recoup before the year starts again. So think of Christmas in July, Christmas tours coming up are going to be really great. The only one that's sold out is Christmas in New York City. We cannot take any more people on that one, which is exciting, but the other ones still have seats on them. Kathy, my email, excellent question. It's Brie@excitemytravel.com. which is BRIE at excitemytravel.com. And I can also put it, let me post a comment in here. I can put, that is my email if you need anything. And Steph is taking the KC Christmas tour. Absolutely is so beautiful down there. Yeah, that is really what I have. If you are going on the Rhine River cruise, I am taking that too. I'm going to go on that one as well. My husband and I are. And right now the boat is almost full, and about a third of the ship will be Excite people, which is really exciting. But if you are interested, there are less than 10 cabins left on the whole ship. So if you are interested in the Rhine River cruise and wanting to do that, now would be the time to sign up, since those spaces are so limited. So that would be the only other announcement that I have. But other than that, really excited about all the promotions that we have going on. Really, really excited about just all the things that are coming down the pipe for Excite the rest of this year and into next year. Just so proud of how we're growing and what we have to announce to all of you. We just got our final quote and brochure in for another trip that we're going to announce really soon, which is like my number one bucket list place to visit. And I am pumped when we get to announce that to all of you too. So stay tuned for that. And Steph, great question. The Rhine River cruise is September 24th to October 4th of 26. Excellent question. And Pam, the Hallmark Christmas trip, so that is going to be Steph. So Steph Shank is going to take the KC Christmas, where you go for the weekend in Kansas City. And we do go to Union Station, and we go to the Crown Center, and we do all the Hallmark stuff. So it's really beautiful down there. Other than that, y'all, I will stay on for a minute or two. If you have any questions, there's amazing questions in here. Kathy, I know you asked about the Ireland trip from people who have gone. I think I sent you an email today, but you can call me or email one of our office gals, Pat. She's went on it last year and loved it. But we're always happy to chat with you about what that looks like too. So just give us a call or shoot us an email, and we can always connect you with someone that went. Absolutely. So any other questions, pop them in the chat. But if not, you guys have a beautiful, beautiful rest of your week. And I cannot believe July is halfway over. Whoa, time is moving a little too fast. So who's doing the Door County Apostle Islands tour? I need to double check on who is doing that. For some reason, in my heart of hearts, it was supposed to be Jama, but she is going on a different trip. So let me double check who is going on the Apostle Island tour. And I will get back to you on that, or I'll have them announce that next week. The Ark Adventure, Darlene, there's still a couple seats left. So if you're interested in going on the Ark Adventure in August, give us a call and we can add you to it. It's pretty full, but it's not completely full. So, oh, Karen, beautiful. Love that. Which one, the Ark Adventure or the Door County? Door County and Apostle Islands has a lot of people on it. I'm so excited. And we just booked the mailboat tour yesterday. So can't wait for everybody to go on that. So, but yeah, these are great questions. Great questions. Keep them coming if you have them. And if there are any other ones, I'm not seeing any pop in there. As we wrap up, have a beautiful evening, everyone. Love seeing you. Love being able to join in with everybody and get your gift certificates. And if you're interested in Italy, sign on up. And have a beautiful night, you guys. Thank you.